I've been meaning to elaborate upon this particular matter, and I wanted to make nice things and tabs and with all pictures and descriptions and links to Twitter, and I found out that Bounding into Comics did it for me and gathered all the information into one article, and it made me quite happy because it's less work for me, right? So this video concerns the cancellation and firing of one great Gina Carano that occurred not even 24 hours ago. She was, of course, fired by Disney Lucasfilm after being hunted down, lynched, abused by the SJW mob, by evil people, by racists on the internet, on Twitter, for not following leftist agendas, for not echoing their crazy ideas, such as nonsensically stating her pronouns openly. Why would she do that? She's a woman. She doesn't want to say what her pronouns are when it's clear that she's a woman, she's a beautiful woman. Now, she has never said that she is conservative or that she is Republican, but clearly there have been hints on her being conservative. And you can't be conservative in modern world, and what's even more true, you can't really be conservative in the United States of America without being considered to be somebody vile and abominable by the left, of course, because there is no place, no space for understanding, for mutual understanding in the world anymore. But what's worse about this is that not only Disney Lucasfilm fired Gina Carano, but they shut door behind her as far as getting any other deal in the mainstream entertainment industry. And what's even worse is that when they fired Gina Carano, they just proved their double standards and their agendas and the fact that they are truly the evil corporation, because they keep the true racists in the company. They keep the true insane, evil people in the company, and they are even supporting them openly on the internet. And when you do something today on social media, it gets into the world. What I'm talking about is that they fired Gina Carano officially for, well, let's just read it out. On February the 10th, sorry, a Disney spokesman reported to a number of Hollywood trade publications that the Mandalorian star Gina Carano had been fired from her role as Cara Dune on the show. The spokesman stated, Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. As for the reason why she was fired, the spokesman explained, nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. But all she did was post this on the internet, where she compared being Republican in the United States of America today to being a Jew in Nazi Germany. This post says, Jews were beaten in the streets not by Nazi soldiers but by their neighbors, even by children. A quote accompanying an image of children with blunt weapons chasing down a woman in undress reads, because history is edited, most people today don't realize that to get to the point where Nazi soldiers could easily round up by thousands of Jews, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? Well, the left thought this was too much. and Cara Dune was fired for her opinions, and not only for her opinions, but for the truth, because let's be quite honest, when you state your political opinions, especially in the United States of America, and if those political opinions are not left, or ideally extreme left, you are done, you are cancelled, you are lynched, you are hunted down by the mob. You can't say anything that would not follow their agenda. You can't write anything that would not follow their agenda. The entertainment industry, the politics, the school system is all ruled by the leftist politics. And the inclusion, representation, and diversity is only a part of it. And I know something about it. I come from a post-communist country. These very same things were happening decades ago in my country, before 1989. And those very same things are happening in the United States of America today, in the West, really. And it is frightening, because they are being selective. Now, I am specifically talking about Disney Lucasfilm. It is not true that Gina Carano was fired for being a racist, or white supremacist, or a bigot, when she just said this. And Disney Lucasfilm is keeping people who did the same thing, only they are doing it towards, well, the white people who are the white devils, who are the devils in the eyes of the left today. So Pedro Pascal tweeted this on his Twitter, and tell me, in what way is it different? In what freaking way is it different from what Gina Carano did? Din Djarin did that. The Mandalorian. It's the same fucking thing. Now, this abominable woman, Christina Ariel, is one of the spokespeople for the High Republic initiative of Disney Lucasfilm Star Wars, and she is known for bashing white people on the internet and being racist on Twitter for months and months and months. Very evil, very mean. You can check it out in my other videos. You can check it out in videos of other YouTubers. It has been covered very well. But you are very free to check out my videos. I've covered it more than enough. And they didn't fire her. And not only did they not fire her, but Star Wars Lucasfilm supported her. And she had said, our Star Wars community is one of hope and inclusivity. We do not stand for bullying and racism. We support Christina Ariel. Mark Ruffalo did the same thing. He's the Hulk in the Marvel Universe movies, or the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Saladin Ahmed, who's a Marvel writer, did the same thing. You know, there are many people who did the fucking same thing as Gina Carano, only the one difference is that they were all echoing the leftist ideology. And Gina Carano was just being sane and truthful. And the left is saying, we want independent women. We want strong, independent women. Well, as long as they are not thinking for themselves, right, you fucking hypocrites? As long as they are not strong in the mind, truly strong in the mind. And Gina Carano is both. She is a strong, independent woman in every single aspect of the words. Not only was she a professional fighter, a beautiful woman, a skilled actress, but also a highly intelligent, independent female who is able to think for herself and have her own ideas and have her own opinions and talk about them openly. This is what they are afraid of. Whoever you are, if you are sane, if you are clever, if you are educated, if you are independent in your mind and are not afraid of expressing your ideas, but also you are not one of them, you are a problem and you are targeted to be cancelled. So here's the proof why I refuse to support an evil, racist corporation such as Disney, Lucasfilm, and that is why I am not subscribing to Disney Plus. That is why I am not buying any new Marvel comics. That is why I'm not watching any new show or film made by Disney. And I encourage you, all the sane people in the world, to do the same. And yes, I'm a collector, and I will probably forever be buying Star Wars merchandise from the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, and Clone Wars. But you also have to think about the fact that by purchasing these things, you're also supporting George Lucas himself, because he's got money from every single piece of merchandise and memorabilia. So I do not want to rob George Lucas of his well-earned money. But the rest of Lucasfilm, well, they can honestly go fuck themselves, because I refuse to support the dark side of the Force. I refuse to support racism. I refuse to support segregation. I refuse to support disgusting, evil people, because I believe in the light side of the Force. And the Disney Lucasfilm, as of now, is only ruled by the dark side of the Force. Well, that will be all from me, my friends. Please, let me know in the comments down below if you share my opinion or if your opinion differs in any way. I do respond to each and every comment because I am excited to engage in an intelligent and educated discussion and respect all opinions. And please, because YouTube, as well as the rest of the world, is not fond of free speech oriented people, help me defeat the algorithm and hit that like button or the dislike button or the notification bell, or subscribe to this unimportant channel of an unimportant geek talking about unimportant things if you haven't done so already. Well, that will be really all. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, whoever you are, may the Force be with you. Bye.